Need a new one of these.
This is really tense. I'm stressed. Is this car gonna be repairable? Good morning, you guys. Welcome back to another episode of Daily Driven Exotics. Well, we're gonna have a good look at the 720 GTR damage and assess, is it repairable or is it toast? Here it comes, Mr. C's Towing, dropping it off. We're gonna have it at the shop. Oh, look at that.
And it hits harder in daylight.
Dude, it really hits
rotor
hard.
is
Dude, the rotor is
shattered.
nuts.
So we'll show more of this in a minute. We have to get all these cars moved. We have to put this on skates, figure out how to move it around, get it in the shop, and we'll take a good look at it, try to figure out what next.
Okay, we'll get a good look at it. We're gonna get it off the trailer, but first we gotta get all these cars out of the garage. Invented RS, SVJ, and the police car. And then we got skates. We went over and our boys over at Ben's Works, shout out to them, lent us those jack skates so we can actually hopefully get it under there and off there. We ran over this morning to Ben's Works and they gave us these because this is probably the only thing that's going to get that car off that trailer, short of hooking a cable up to the back end somewhere and dragging it, like driving the truck away and having it locked down. That's the other option, by the way. If we had a cable, you could stick it somewhere around that rear control arm that's already... They're getting away. They work well. Do you guys have anything long enough that we could strap around right here, this control arm? Because the control arm's destroyed. Yeah. Right? Oh, yeah. So we could stick something around that control arm and then maybe get the cop car, like with the bumper bar, and like drag it off.
Whatever it takes to get the job done. I mean, it is what it is. Hey, nothing bad can happen. Down there.
All right. What's the worst thing that could happen, right? Well, in the end, you get to drive the 720 GTR.
Oh yeah, perfect.
So you ready for this?
Oh,
We're gonna
I'm
put you in a
ready for this.
fast car.
Oh,
put you on
as long as I can drive.
8-lane. You ain't driving. We're not letting. No. All
I'm
right.
driving one time this
Let's
summer.
go. You can't start it.
No, just put it in the...
But you can probably turn the ignition on so at least the wheels will turn. This is tense, man. This is really tense. I'm stressed. Here we go. Oh, it's actually moving it. Bro, the wheel's coming off. Is what it is at this point. Oh, that wheel is barely on there. There you go.
Run careful down.
Runaway McLaren.
The runaway McLaren.
Look at the skates in the front.
We drive it right into the front of Steve's Mercy.
I call it.
Once again, thank you to Mr. C's. Boys are amazing. You guys need a tow or you need even just some transport, give these guys a call. They take like insanely good care of your car, even when it's already wrecked. They're giving levels really high. So thank you again to Curtis and his whole team. Appreciate you guys.
This side, you can't tell any damage. Hilarious.
Still looks like the 720 GTR right there. We joke, but this is like, I'm glad everyone's okay. And once you get, past that and you're like grateful that you're alive and not hurt, all that stuff, this does suck. It really sucks. 3 years building this car. Had it for what? Got the wheels on it, completed the look. 4 days?
Yeah.
4 days. Hey, man. Appreciate you. That's all good. I'm not worried about it. Hey, thanks, boss. I appreciate you guys.
We need a new one of these.
All right, guys, huge thank you to Raycon for sponsoring today's episode. These are my personal earbuds right here. As you can tell, they're in my pocket everywhere I go. Why? Because everywhere I am, typically at some point, I want to enjoy either a song I like, a podcast, or maybe even the recent DDE vlog starring me. It's right. If I'm not in the video, I don't watch it. The case is really cool. Obviously, it's a carrying case for your earbuds, but it does actually charge it. So you charge the case, you get a few charges. These bad boys last all day, like 8 hours of playback. They're so comfortable. These gel tips fit right in your ear, and they also make a very secure fit. The advantage to that is if you're working out, they won't fall out, or you get thrown out of a cop car, right? Stop resisting. It's the beat. It's the music. But let's say you find yourself in the back of a cop car, not to worry, you've got entertainment thanks to Raycon in your pocket, comfortable, side in your ear, 8 hours of playback, and if they die, put it back in the case, it'll charge it. Make sure you keep that hidden right there. They're that portable. Now enough about me and my uses for Raycon. It is Christmas, it's time for giving. The best part is, give these as a gift, and they cost about half as much as other premium earbuds. You're saving money, and you're the good guy, maybe the bad guy. Click the link in the description box or go to buyraycon.com/DDE to get 15% off site-wide with code HOLIDAY. There will also be new pop-up deals every day during Raycon's countdown to Christmas. So if you haven't yet, hit the link in the description and pick up a pair for yourself, if you're selfish like me, or for your friends or family. They're a great gift, they sound amazing, and they're actually super useful. That's why I love them. You have a conference call you have to take? Raycon. You want to listen to a vlog? Raycon. Music? Raycon. You can't sleep at night because your neighbor's snoring? Raycon. Okay, it's Christmas time, right? I want to get like a present. It's on a conference call right now. So I'm gonna do some gift giving. Merry Christmas, buddy. These are brand new. Merry Christmas.
What?
They're brand new. Put them in your ear. I've never worn them before.
You have worn those.
No.
What are you doing? You've worn them.
Thanks, Raycon, for sponsoring today's video. Right now, you guys, click the link in the description and get 15% off. Check out all the deals site-wide. I'm gonna try my best to upgrade the description box below for all those new daily flash deals. If I don't, go to the website. That's buyraycon.com/DDE and get some gifts for your friends like I did for Mike.
Is this your playlist?
Yeah, it's just me singing to myself in the shower.
It's MC Hammer, can't touch this.
Can't touch this.
There it is, 720 GTR. Let's dive into this, you guys. At least as a guess, a guesstimate. By the end of this video, we're gonna have a better idea. Is this car gonna be repairable? It ultimately, at the end of the day, is a decision with the insurance company. You know, what do they wanna do? And also, you know, what are our options? Because not all options insurance companies give you are options you wanna take. Currently dealing with that on the Mercy. That's the ceramic brake caliper, or not caliper, rotor.
So initially looking at it, it's mostly mechanical. McLarens are cool because they're modular. So like right away, obviously the damage is mostly the mechanical gas and body panel. But that's actually not a big deal. Buy it from a wrecker.
That stuff I'm not worried about. It's what's behind that wheel.
Yeah.
Because it's the wheel is really the thing that took the brunt of the force.
So rear upper control arm, obviously, the tire rods would be destroyed. The brake system would be destroyed. The big question right now is the hydraulic suspension. Can you see that, Damon?
Yeah.
Right.
That guy right there?
Yeah.
That's big dollars.
It doesn't look like it's touched any of this stuff up here, but when I looked at the strut, like the shock, it's bent. It's like, does one of these.
What? My gut tells me that the three of us could have his car running end of the day.
Mark walked in. We're all like, hey, what's up, Mark? And Dave goes, hey, Mark, you mind explaining this?
So we're not getting a full rear suspension. Well, let's look at mechanical for a second. Ironically, the ECU, a little bit, a bit of a dent in it.
Small dent.
What?
So something like this, and these connectors.
Clips are broken.
You're probably gonna put, here's the thing when you're watching this at home. This car's capable of doing what, 215 miles an hour?
Yeah.
So like everything matters and like, it's not a joke. Anything that's slightly compromised, we need to replace.
That's pretty cool. Now you have the full, you can see the blow-off valve and all the intercooler piping and stuff like that.
So the $1 million question right now, what really matters is the monocoque, which is full carbon.
Yep.
And the rear frame of the car. There's a little bit difference between the car being written off and fixed. If this was damaged, the carbon caulk is done. It's garbage.
Apparently, I mean, yeah, they
McLaren would, you could, I'm sure like Tavares would grab and fix it, but like McLaren wouldn't fix it.
They would not want you driving it. No. Very unsafe.
Obviously, rear diffuser's garbage. Rear bumper is garbage.
And we know this is expensive because this is the part that Tony kept saying. This is a $20,000 piece from McLaren. You sure you want me to cut it for the wing? And I was like, yeah.
If you look back at the footage when it hit you, it was definitely the corner in this way. It wasn't into the car. Almost the exact same way my Garda got hit.
Be curious to know if when he hit this, if the wheel spun in a way that it would shove that axle into the rear differential and wreck the rear diff.
Even though it's 100% not your fault, at fault, our insurance company has to handle the actual claim. And the driver's insurance will pay our insurance back. So our insurance company sent an adjuster here to come look at it. The biggest challenge right now is pushing. Like, it can't take 5 months to get an answer. It needs to be like, okay, next week, give me a check. If, and when there's no frame or monocoque damage, I don't think it'd be that hard to rebuild it as far as time-wise, because these parts aren't super rare. There are wreck 720s. We could get that panel from a wrecker.
One thing that's gonna be a pain is once the car is completely rebuilt, everything's redone, everything's remodified to fit the exhaust, there's a new wing and all that stuff. It's gonna be a lot of work to repaint this. To get all those lines back on there, all of this stuff, all the stuff that I did to make sure, like so meticulous to make sure all these lines and this gap was, I mean, it's done once. So now we can actually measure all this and take markings and we have photos, but doing the paint was no joke. It took a month just to paint this car. Well, we also painted it twice.
That's gonna be the issue too with our insurance company, is the fact that we spent like 40 G's in this paint job.
Yeah.
So it's $40,000 paint job, all modifications. I mean, retail, this car is probably a $600,000 bill.
So one of two things is gonna happen. Either I'm gonna rebuild this car, we can do that if it all works out, and we'll have to repaint it anyhow, or I'm rebuilding this car, one way or another. Making another one of these cars or a better version of it.
So remember, with our insurance policy, if they write this car off, we get the car back.
Yeah, that didn't work over so well on the Mercy.
If they write it off, they didn't write the Mercy off.
That's true.
So if this car is a total loss, we would get the car back, and then maybe you can't street drive it, but track car.
I don't know. How much damage? You guys want to start taking some guesses? How much do you think in damage is on this car? $1.
Are we counting the paint too?
We're counting everything to get this car back to it was drivable on the street.
150.
220.
I think this is like 200.
That rear diffuser is like $25,000.
That's why. That's why.
I noticed something.
What?
So if you go back to the night when it happened, where was this piece?
It flipped up and flew past
And
the
it damaged the front of the car.
It did. It flew up over the car and landed in front of the car and hit the front of the car right here. I'm back. The boys, Mike and Dave, have been dropped off at the airport and they're back on their way to Canada. I actually just came back from going in to an urgent care clinic and just getting some of the little aches and pains that I have from obviously being in the car when this thing got hit. It's day 2 after the night that I had the accident, and I was just advised to just go and get looked at, get checked. I've had like just the basic like soft tissue kind of muscle soreness, I guess you could say right now. I got a prescription from the doctor and just like some muscle relaxants. So at night when I'm laying in bed, because I'm a bit stiff in the morning when I get up and I'm having some problems. Like last night I had some issues sleeping. I woke up twice and that was just due to like just some lower back pain. Nothing crazy, but it's like just enough to annoy me. I mean, a good night's sleep. I've put myself in a position where I've worked so hard building a business. You know, Dave and I pride ourselves on getting things done. We're always like, you know, urgent. Things have to happen right now. And I think that's important when you want to build something, that there's urgency and that you do things right away and you take action. But the downside is sometimes you sacrifice sleep. The older you get, like my age, Dave's age, sleep becomes more and more important. It helps you stay sharp in the head and also helps your body relax and rejuvenate for the following day's workload. So sleep is important to me. I got something so I could sleep a little bit better as far as muscle relaxants. And I got something just for, I've got a bit of a headache. I take Tylenol, nothing major. So that's it, you guys. That's a wrap. We're gonna get an adjuster in here, look at the 720 GTR. We'll let you know how much, what exactly, how big is the list of parts, and we'll let you know if we can repair it, what our options are. Is it a total loss? Will it go to Copart or some like auction site? Will we buy it back? Will all the other YouTubers that rebuild cars wanna buy it? I don't know, who knows? It's a big mystery. But for now, smash the subscribe button, join the DD fam. We always appreciate you guys' support, appreciate all the love. We'll see you guys in the next video. We got some crazy stuff going on. Stay tuned for another update on the Ferrari 550. I talked to Mike Essa. He has that car almost put together so that we could actually give it a shakedown. That might happen in a few more days after I've been able to just relax and obviously almost do like my little physio stuff that I need to do to kind of stretch these muscles back out. And we'll get back at it. Ladies and gentlemen, peace. What it'll tell you with the light, it says N right in the middle.
Oh, I know, but
see, it says neutral.
it won't.
Hey, you sell these things, right? It says neutral, the N's glowing.
But it's not turning on.
Hold on,
There's
let's see it
no
move.
There's no power.
Hold on. It just glowed, it was just orange. It's in neutral.
Kind of like everyone.
You know how to steer a car, right?
Do you?